Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Moran and I'm here today to share another story in sign language. Last week we read a story that had a lot of animals in it, and the story that we're going to read today also has a lot of animals in it. Today we're going to read Brown Bear, What Do You See?, which is by Bill Martin Jr., and the pictures are by Eric Harrell. Last week I showed you some of the animal signs first, and I'm going to do the same thing today, so when you see them in the story, you're going to be like, oh, I know that one. And the good thing is that some of these signs are animals that you do know from last week, so you're really going to be familiar with these signs. So the first one, it's in the title, is bear. Do you remember that one from last week? Bear. The next animal that's going to be in the story is bird. Here's the sign for bird. Can you tell why that's the sign for bird? Right, because of the bird's beak. The next animal that we're going to do is another kind of bird. This one's going to be duck, but a duck has a bigger beak than a regular bird. So we're going to use two fingers to do the sign for duck. Isn't that interesting? Bird, because they have a tiny beak, and duck, because their beak is bigger. The next animal is horse. Here's the sign for horse. That's for the horse's ears. Horse. Oh, this is a good one. This is the sign. We're going to do frog next. Frogs have that big thing right here, like their throat. So the sign for frog is like that. Can you see that? Over there. Frog. I like that one. The next animal that we're going to see in the story is cat. And this is for the cat's whiskers. Cat. Can you try that? Cat. The next animal is dog. This is kind of a different sign. You slap your leg and then you make a snap. And if you can't snap, that's okay. Just try your best. That's dog. We had this one last week. Do you remember sheep? Cutting off the wool for the sheep. The last animal that we're going to see in the story is fish. Fish goes like that. Can you see the fish? My hand looks like a fish right there. In this story, it's actually going to be a goldfish. Goldfish that we're going to see. So there's two more signs at the end of the story that I want to show you, so when you see them, you know them. And the first one is teacher. There's a teacher in this book. That's the sign for teacher. And one more is children. You move your hands out like there's a whole bunch of little children in front of you. So these are the signs that we're going to see today in this book. Okay, so now we're ready to read the story. The story is Brown Bear, what do you see? I'm going to do the same thing as last time. First, I'm going to do the signs, and then I'm going to show you the pictures in the book. Ready? Okay. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, green frog. What do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, purple cat. What do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, white dog. What do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, black sheep. What do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, goldfish. What do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. So here is all the animals that the children in the book saw. And let's see if you remember some of the animals that were in the book. Let's see. How about this one? Right. That's the sign for dog, because that's how you call a dog. You might go like this, or you might go like this. How about this one? Right. Cat. Very good. Oh, how about this one? Right, you got it. Frog. Let's do one more. We did this one last week. Do you remember this? Bear. You are so smart that you remembered all of those signs. I hope you like this story as much as I do. And remember, when the library opens again, make sure you come and find me at the children's desk, and we're going to practice all of these signs together. I can't wait to see you. Bye, everybody.